Nah. I
Nah,
got
LT gotta come outside. It's somebody want him outside.
my horse came in second. Oh.
Yo, look.
Yeah,
Look,
and
I'm
your
on the
prize
left
money
side of the.
outside.
I'm on the left
Yo,
side of the. Let me mute Skinny real quick. I can't talk
can
at
I
the
do
same
that?
time as you, my nigga.
All right, so what you saying?
All right, look. I got my mouse right on the side, right on the right side of place bet, right above the arrow, right next to the 100 chips. You see it? Right below that shit. Line it up with the arrow. You see it?
Yeah.
Right where it say 100 chips. Don't place bet yet. You want to place bet when you get to the arrow. You're going to press X when you get to the arrow. When you press up, it's going to bring you to that arrow. When you press up on the B pad. And then you're going to press X to change your chips. It's going to start the race. If you see them chips change to 200 chips, that's when you know you did it right. And whatever horse that you pick, that shit going to give you the max payout. So if it's say 300 chips right there, that shit going to give you 30,000. If you see 400 chips right there, that shit gonna give you 40,000. If you see 500 chips, that shit gonna give you 50,000. You feel me? All you putting down is 100 chips, and you could just keep winning like that. That shit's just easy money. Just keep winning, but you gotta make sure you do it right, bro. Like hover over place bet, tap X and up on the B pad at the same time, then tap X again to see that shit. You gotta be fast with it right before the shit starts. You gotta see that shit change to 200. Once you see that shit change to 200, you just hold X on the whole race, bro. Don't even let it go, because that's boosting your money up. Once you hold X, that's boosting your shit out. So I'm gonna do it right now, bro. I'm gonna show you the screenshot. Look,
I'm about to do that right now.
this shit easy as hell. All you gotta do is press up and X twice, basically, and just hold X. I'm gonna show y'all how much I win out this joint. And I only put 100 in this bitch. 100 chips. Now this nigga wanna call me back. You bogus as hell, bro. You supposed to been drop off my weed. Let me answer this phone real quick. This nigga. Hello?
moving into the final half. Stalking the leader is the one horse. In the lead, that's the 6. Coming to the wire. And the trophy goes to Crackers and Please.
Yo, I'm back. Where I was wondering why the fuck y'all couldn't hear me. I was talking this whole time. Shit, I was just saying. They just gave me 40K off that race. I only put 100 chips in.
Yo, that's wow. Hey, yo. I'm hovering over plays. It's supposed to go to the upside, right?
Yep. It's supposed to go to the arrow. No, don't go to the...
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go to
I
play.
keep going to the arrow, but it keep going to go down.
I don't know why. Is something wrong with your controller? Your probably your analog stick kind of fucked up. Cause that's the only way it would move. Is it moving back right now?
Nah, I'm like, so when so you talking about just move my analog stick to hover over place back, right?
Yes, and then you let go of the analog stick, use the keypad only, and press up. As soon as you get to that arrow, when you press up, press X, change that shit to 200, and then press it again and hold it. When you press it, when you press it again, that's when you hold it. But you gotta tap it the first time to make sure you change that shit to 200. You hold it to keep boosting your payout. You hold X through the whole race, cause it's boosting your payout while you holding X. Look, go to the
arrow when it
go to the
arrow, right?
Yeah.
When I go to the arrow, right? This is what I'm saying. It's not gonna start the race then.
Yes, it is, bro. That's what you gonna get. It is gonna start the race. You see what it goes? That's the whole glitch, bro. That's why you gotta keep holding X. Cause if you go to the arrow right now and just hold X on it, you see what it's doing? It's keep going up, 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 up. You feel me? That's what you doing while you racing. That's why you holding X on that bitch. You gonna get it. It take a couple times to do it, but you gonna get it. It took me a whole day to learn this shit, cause my homie was telling me, I'm like, bro, I'm doing what you saying. This shit not changing. This shit giving me 300. You feel me? Like shit wasn't working, nigga. Like I'm like, man, fuck this shit. That's what I'm like. Fuck this shit. Then I got on today.
I just know you was doing something though. I know you was doing something. I can't lie.
Yeah. I'm doing something, bro. Like
different.
Hell yeah, and I'm a low ass level. It's just, that's half of the shit I got. Look, bro, I do this shit in one walk and it's easy. Every time I start the race, I get it right. And I'm just hold X while I'm racing. Boosting my shit up without even looking at it. My shit just going up. It's a whole YouTube video on this shit. All you gotta type in GTA horse race, bro. This is the first thing gonna pop up. Guaranteed. And it's so simple. Once you see it, you can be like, oh, that's what you was talking about? Like, this shit ain't nothing. Look. I just bet 100 chips. Look how much I won for. 3,000, 30,000. Just won 30,000 for. Now I'm at 100K chips already, bro. And I just walked in here with 20K. Nah, Evans on this bitch. I'm finna bet on Evans. I know he gonna win. He only gonna give me 20,000. He only give me 20,000 at a time. But them other horses.
I knew about the lottery and shit. Some shit is going on. I bet 300 on a horse. And I just won 30 off of it.
I told you.
It said the payout was 300.
Oh, the payout was 300.
Yeah.
You did it wrong. You got to be a little faster on the X button, and then you hold it when you last press X. You hold that bitch until the end of the race, because it's gonna start it when it hit that. Like once you go up and then press X on that arrow, and then you press it again, the race gonna start. Even if you're not on place bet or not, the shit gonna start. You just gotta make sure you on that arrow. See, I just did it again. This shit's so easy, bro.
Yeah, it really is, though.
I'm telling you, don't even make the shit harder than what it is. Just go to YouTube, look at that shit for 2 seconds, skip that shit. Just look at it, just see what he talking about on the little X button shit. Just see what he do, and once you do that, just get off that shit. Just do it. This shit's simple. And this even gonna give me 20K.
Fuck my phone. You making money off this shit? Nah, nigga, you over there doing this shit too? Hell yeah.
It's working.
I'm actually betting the price though.
You betting the price? Oh, you paying your shit.
Hold on, bitch. I'm betting 10K. Hold on, you doing what? My fault. I was about to leave.
You
betting 10K?
You betting 10K?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm only betting 100 chips, nigga.
Nah, I'm good on that.
I'm betting 100 chips and getting the max amount.
10K.
But I know what I used to do that shit. I used to only bet on evens and shit. That's the only reason why I used to do that shit. I used to feel like this was decent until I found out about this. This shit way decent than that.
Yeah, but I know I ain't gonna lie, my chest is crazy.
Like literally, bro. All you gotta do is basically soon as you tap the not the right B pad, but the up B pad, just press X right after you tap that bitch. Then tap right after you tap the right B pad to go to the arrow. Just tap X, bro, and hold it when you tap it. Like hold it after you tap it. I'm explaining this shit wrong because I'm high, bro. Damn.
And then you go down. Then you go back down to place bet.
You
right?
don't never go back down to place bet. Never. Never go back down to place bet. The shit gonna start on the arrow.
Never go back down to place bet.
No,
It's the main event, right?
Nah, it's a single event. You can do it as many times you want. That's why I like the single event. You can just do this shit. And then if you don't got the right lineup or whatever, if you don't see evens on that shit, you can just keep pressing circle until you see evens. Like get out of that shit till you see evens. Like that's what I do. When I don't see evens, I press circle and get out of it until they give me a new lineup. That way you know you're gonna win that shit. Sometimes evens lose though. They'll fuck you over. Look, I'm finna win 40,000 off this shit. Oh shit, I didn't do it right. If you don't press X fast enough, it ain't gonna change your chips. Your shit still gonna say 100. That's when you know you're doing it wrong.
I think I needed a hair. I think I needed a spin one more time. I wasn't here when you did the first time.
Alright, this all you gotta do, bro. You gotta hover over place bet with the little arrow, with the little mouse. Once you hovering over place bet, press the up button on your B pad. Press the up, and then press X right after you do it. But when you gotta be quick with all this shit, you can't be slow, cause it's gonna put you into a race without changing your chips. You gotta make sure your 100 chips change to 200, and you hold X when the race is starting to boost your shit up. Because if you hold X just hold X on the motherfucking arrow and it's gonna boost your shit up. That's what you're doing while you racing, even though you can't see it. Like if you hold X on while it say 100 chips, your shit just going up constantly. You feel me? That's what you're doing while you racing. That's the reason to hold X. That's the only reason why you holding X, because it's boosting your payout. But you gotta make sure you change it to 200 before the race starts.
But that shit keeps starting at a race for me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It keeps starting up the race or not starting the race?
It's starting on.
If you don't hold that X button, it's not gonna give you all your chips while you racing. If you did it right. You basically gotta tap X 3 times and then hold it. That's what I do. I just tap X until I get into a fucking race and then I hold it. As soon as I'm done tapping X, as soon as I see the race, I'm done tapping X. I hold that bitch.
You said you break.
As soon as I'm done, as soon as I press up and press X and they put me into a race, I'm done tapping X. Like I tap X until I see my shit change, until they get me in a race. Oh my god, bro, I'm explaining this shit stupid though. I understand why it's hard for y'all to get it, bro. I ain't no cap. I'm explaining that shit stupid.
I can't win more than 50,000.
You good. You wanna know why? Because at first I was doing that shit.
You was doing it at first?
Bro, I'm telling you, when I told you the shit say 300 and I got 30 bands, bro.
Yeah.
I did that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, cause now that I changed up what I'm doing, I don't even know how the fuck I was just doing it. Now that I changed it up, because you said it was wrong.
Yeah.
My payout is 300.
Yeah. Some dumb shit.
I ain't about to cap. I ain't about to cap with you. You fucked me over. You made me switch up what I was doing, bro.
Oh, see, I fucked it up. You was doing it right. Like I said, bro.
Like I said, some high ass numbers. I'm like, yo, why is these numbers coming up?
Right.
And
that's how I was getting it at first.
The payout is really regular now. Alright, I'm about to see what's up. I'm about to go on my phone right now.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what I did. Cause my homie couldn't explain the shit to me. He was trying to explain the shit to me. I wasn't doing it.
That shit came right up.
I told you, but this shit hot. This shit is what's hot now, nigga. The horse races is giving out chunks. Bro. I'm finna did it again. And what's crazy, you know it's a real exploit, because once you change your chips to 200, it still say minus 100 at the top when you start the race. So even though you put 200 down, it still say minus 100 chips, and it's gonna give you the max chip.
And I'm looking at the wrong spot to see fucking 200. I kept looking at my chips.
Right. Don't look at that shit. Don't look at the payout. Look at what you bet. That shit. That's the only thing that matter really, is what you bet, and make sure you hold X while you racing. Hold on, let me stop this broadcast. That shit making me jump.